Hi, this is Mike J. Welcome to the channel. What I want to talk about here today is pre-owned 2018 Ford Mustang GT. It's quite interesting because I had a conversation with Al, Coyote Car Guy. He PM'd me and we had a little discussion about me wanting to buy a new Mustang that's a 2019 Performance Package Level 1. And, he's been telling me, it's risky to do it. And, it's a lot of money to shell out, for a car that could possibly have potential ticks and stuff like that. It's something I never thought of, and he had brought it up, and that's the Coyote Car Guy, Al. Make sure you do follow his channel. He's got a Whipple supercharger, 18 Mustang GT, and he's been doing some fabulous stuff with it. And make sure you check out his channel. But back to what Al was talking about, possibly maybe looking for a used one, because I know that there are some 18s out there that people have traded in. And I actually looked online on Car Guru. Of course, I'm just looking locally in my area, in Phoenix, the metro area, or Arizona. And, it's quite interesting that I found quite a bit of actually Mustang GTs that are 2018s. And believe it or not, there's even some that are MT82 manual transmission. And most of those, when I click onto the website, and I've noticed that those cars all have around anywhere from 15 to low 20,000 miles. And then further research, they're rental cars. Avis Rent-A-Car rents Mustang GTs. They also sell them, and what they do is they pull them off out of service, I think, right at about 1 year, or when they hit about close to about 20-some thousand miles. A lot of rental car companies now pull cars out early due to the fact that they don't want them to exceed over the basic warranty, so they can still sell the car and still have some form of warranty. Now, some of the car rental companies and stuff like that do have cars that they do actually fleet out from the manufacturer, and when they reach a certain amount of mileage, they turn them in and they get new cars, and then those cars are available for resale or for auction for dealers to buy, to put on their used car lot to sell at the auctions. And, a lot of those auctions are basically for dealers only. But Avis, I believe Hertz, they do car sales, and they do rent high-performance cars. But anyways, I looked at the prices on these Mustangs, and of course the ones that have lower mileage, they're going to be worth more, and the ones that have higher mileage, they're going to adjust it and it's going to be less. But the lowest price one that I found, or a whole bunch of them that I found through Avis Rent-A-Car, there was like 6, 7 of them on their website, and like I said, 15 to low 20,000 mile, and they're asking like roughly around $30,700 for those cars. Now, regardless if those cars were negotiable or not, that would be something you would have to, talk to the people. But roughly, $30,000, for a pre-owned, and you still have the warranty intact. Considering that, to buy a new one, you're still going to be looking at, more money. So, and Al had brought up this idea, why don't you go and look at a used one, that has low mileage, still under warranty. So therefore, you could at least see the mileage on the car, drive the car, listen to the car. There's a service history of those cars. You can always pull it up on Carfax, And if it's a rental vehicle, they always provide, a long list of maintenance. So, I've never been a fan of buying rental vehicles, and I'm really still not. But, I'd rather buy a new one, because sometimes, for the price difference, to me, it isn't worth buying a car that somebody had been pounding on. But nevertheless, you know, to find out if these cars, how they sound, how they drive, and take a look at the history of them, when they're 15 to 20 some thousand miles on an 18 GT, you know, then you'll know how they're holding up. Because if you're buying a brand new one, you're not going to know, because some of these people are having noises at 200 miles, 500 miles, 2,000 miles when they change the oil. And, you know, that was a great idea, is that, you know, take a look at some of the used ones in your area. You don't have to buy it, okay? Look at it, drive it, you know, and get an idea of how those cars are like, you know, before investing money into, you know, buying a brand new one, you know, and then all of a sudden have problems with it. And a lot of these cars are still under factory warranty from Ford. And that's what's great about it, is you get the remainder of the warranties. Now, I couldn't really find any that were actually cars that were traded in. They all had pretty much, you know, the 15 to 20 some thousand miles, at least in my region, in my area, and they were rental cars. I did find one that was in further away from here where I live, and it was pretty much a basic Mustang GT, you know, that probably came in about $37,000 sticker price, and it had like 15,000 or 1,500 miles on it. So why did the people trade it in? Who knows? It wasn't a demo. But anyways, Avis Rent-A-Car, now they do have a program. Actually, I actually went online and checked it out. You can actually go to Avis and take out a brand new, or not a brand new, but a pre-owned Mustang that they had, you know, put back, you know, into resale and taken out of rental service. And you can have the car for 2 hours by yourself and drive the car, do whatever you need to do to it, you know, free of charge. And if you do decide to want to keep the car, and I believe it's like a 3-day deal, they'll charge you $49 a day, you know, for 3 days if you want to keep it long term to see how the car drives. Now, you can't beat that. I mean, if you're going to buy a Mustang from a dealer, they're not going to let you have the car, you know, for 2 hours by yourself, or let alone 3 days, you know. Now, I know that some dealerships, what they do is they BCA a car, maybe a day, overnight. BCA is borrow car agreement, where you can take the car and drive it and all that. But, you know, generally, they're not going to give you, you know, a $50,000 car or near $50,000 car and just take it and go, hey, you know, enjoy it, you know. You know, test drives are 15, 20 minutes, you know. You're not going to know anything about the car. And that's another thing is, you know, these cars, if you buy them brand new, there's going to be a problem. You know, you never know what's going to happen. At least this is some, you know, idea that you can get from one that would have 15 to the low 20,000 miles to see how they run. You know, nobody says you have to buy it, but at least listen to it. You know, and if it, you know, pans out to be a great car, you're getting a great deal too, you know. And, you know, you could buy extended warranties on those cars too, because they have not reached their 36,000 miles. But anyways, it was a thought that I had after I had talked to the Coyote Car Guy. Hey, you know, let's just look at a used one to see what's in my area. But evidently in my area, there isn't any performance package cars. They're all basically rentals and, you know, basic automatics. And believe it or not, there's some manual transmissions. And therefore, if you want to buy one that's an MT82, that's a great way to go test one, you know, with 15 to 20 some thousand miles to see how it shifts. But anyways, you know, it's something that, you know, you can consider. You're going to save some more money by doing it that way than versus buying a brand new one, although that the rebates are very great on the new ones, on the 18s, what's left, that, you know, it may not be worthwhile for some of you folks that, you know, to buy a pre-owned one. You know, everybody's budget is different, and I don't know your budget. You know your own checkbook. So anyways, it was just a thought, and I'm going to try to get down there to one of the dealerships to take a look at the non-rental one, the one that only has like 1,600 miles on it, and fire it up, you know, and see what it sounds like. So as soon as I got some time, if they haven't sold the car, that's what I plan on doing. But anyways, if you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Please like, subscribe, comment, Tap the notification bell for future videos. And please, please, I can't stress this enough, subscribe to my channel. Help me hit 1,000 subscribers. I beg you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.